Welcome back to the Toyota Force channel. Today we're in Denver, Colorado at True Automotive, and in today's video we're going to be building out Clint Dempsey's Tundra for phase 2. He's going long travel, fiberglass fenders and bedsides, along with some other goodies. Today is going to be awesome.
Back for round 2. Clint's 22 hybrid Tundra. It's first long travel kit I think we've seen here, so got some work ahead of us.
All right, fellas, we're here with Billy. Billy, we're working on this truck again. What's the game plan?
All right, so we're gonna start in the rear, get the whole rear suspension dialed in. We're still waiting on rear coil springs, so we'll have to come back to that, but we'll get everything done in the back. Then we'll jump to the front and get this long travel installed.
Let's do it. Oh, this is heavy. Woo. We gotta be very careful not to mess up this fiberglass. Ladies and gentlemen, he just smashed it. So the truck is getting long travel up front. It's gonna have fiberglass bedsides in the back and in the front, obviously. It's gonna look really, really nice once we add them. The truck's gonna bulge out a little. Stance is gonna get really aggressive. It's gonna look awesome. Are these the rear shocks?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, whoa, we got the nice ones with the fins.
The Rezzies, the new mounts.
With the fins. Look how nice that is, guys.
They came out with their own clamps now too. No more hose clamps.
So those are nice with that King Candy Blue. Make sure we leave that there. We don't want to get it scratched. Come see the candy. The candy that Clint Dempsey's getting. Look how beautiful these arms are. Freaking nuts.
It's a lot easier to do these links on the ground because you can just kind of roll the axle back and forth, but it's going to be really hard to film that, so we're going to do it in the air. But since these aren't adjustable, we're just going to do them one link at a time and just swap them out.
So links first and then shocks.
Yep. I'm very confused now.
Does it not fit?
No.
You have the right clamps in there?
Right side?
Misalignment spacers?
They're the same size, all of them.
Really?
What doesn't fit? Oh, Billy.
So that's not awful, but that kind of is.
That's not right.
We're also dealing with this, like.
So this is an adapter to put the lower control arm on, and as you can see, they cut the bolt down too short. That's not safe.
No, that's not safe at all. You don't want to send the customer home like that. All right, fellas, we're kind of at a standstill. The Baja kits that we received, we noticed that all the hardware was sent incorrectly, so we can't really move forward in the front or in the back, really. So from here, we're just going to start tearing up the whole front end of the truck, a little bit of the back if we have time, and leave it prep for Austin. When he comes here, he can start working on the fiberglass.
That's a lot better.
It's gonna look so good. All right, we're here with Austin. He's the owner of True Automotive. Austin, what are we doing today, man?
We are going to be doing some Fiberworks wide body fenders on this 22 plus Tundra. Just super excited about it.
Dude, how complicated is this process? I know you've done it on your Tundra as well.
Yeah, so honestly, Fiberworks has come out with a great product. The fitment for an aftermarket fender is been outstanding for us in the past. So none of the holes are drilled. We've got a lot of testing on, offs, probably some trimming, but shouldn't be too crazy.
Yeah, no part is the same, so you have to kind of fidget with it. It's a little bit of a meticulous process.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to show you guys the process. It's gonna be really cool.
Basically, we're always going to be taking it on, off, on, off. One of the hardest pieces that I've found with these fenders is just the headlight style. So we have to leave the fender loose so that we can kind of pull it off, slide the headlight in, check all of our fitment on this side, and then I'll move to the driver's side. Our body gap between the two is pretty symmetrical. So we're like basically right at that actual overall gap amount. So now I'm probably gonna go ahead and trim probably about 1/2 inch off the bottom all the way around, and then it should start giving me a pretty good idea of where we need to be at. One of the biggest issues that I've had with my truck with the wide body and a C4 bumper is that this whole section likes to kind of get loose. Your mounting tabs for your plastic clip-ins aren't nearly as good. Like you can see, like this one works, but it's retained on this one clip when you cut it. So I think what I'm gonna try to do is take one of these intercooler shroud 10mm bolts, and I'm gonna create a little spacer off the side of it, and basically try to hide a bolt, like a button head bolt behind here. Give it a little bit more strength for the long haul.
Austin absolutely killed this install on the passenger side. The headlight lines are all looking really, really good. This piece right here fit really nice. And then if you just look all around, like everything is looking dialed.
Yeah, it's gonna come out nice.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah.
You're killing it.
Lunchtime.
Hell yeah, I'm down for that.
All right, so now that I kind of have everything really well fitted, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna come in and mark at least a decent line that matches the curvature of the bumper. And you can see I'm basically just taking a Sharpie and I'm just gonna kind of run along my tape line here. Now, this is not gonna be my cut line, but it's gonna give me a really good point of reference for when I do my cut line, because you can see I'm really at a decent height here, but over here it's really close. So what I'll probably do is come in here and measure 1/4 of an inch up and kind of trim it up from there. You kind of see our gap here. It's pretty good right there, maybe even a smidge tight. And then you'll notice our gap when we're going up starts getting a little bit fatter. Now, these holes I drilled to the exact 10mm bolt size, so I'll probably go and drill them out just a bit more, and then I can kind of manipulate the fender a little bit and try to get this gap to be way more consistent. It'll probably end up being a split between this and this. And let's take a peek. So we're still a little tight here, but I think our gap definitely got better. We probably try to just get a smidge more out of it, just because we can. Getting a little crazy with trying to do this with the headlight, but if it works, it works.
You got the driver's side on. How's it looking?
It's looking good. You know, I think that every fender is a little different, but no, this is going really well. I know that our hood gap is really good. I know that our door gap is really good. The headlights are always the toughest part, but honestly, this one's gonna come out really nice.
What were some of the challenges you were facing with this side?
You know, primarily in our actual hood gap. It didn't line up perfectly right away, so we had to oblong some holes. There might be some more adjustments in the future, but other than that, I think our headlight gap here is a little bit different than the other side, but honestly, for being an aftermarket fiberglass fender, they fit extremely well.
It's looking good, man. It's looking
Yeah.
good. So what's next?
Well, we're gonna keep working on our lower section here, get all that fitted, and then tonight we'll blow the fenders off, and then we're gonna try to rhino line the inside of them, just get some sort of protected coating on it. That really helps a lot with rocks, things like that. You know, if the owner wants to go a step further, we can always do an inner fender liner too. But that takes quite a bit more work, and honestly, the bed liner trick works great.
I'm gonna take that trick, man.
Yep.
Let's do it.
The other side, we kind of have a good lip in this area. It looks like we'll have that'll be avoided on this, but the headlight is still out a little bit further, so more adjustments, but we're getting there. So the hard part is this grill screws in from the backside. You can see my screws here. So really all we're gonna do is just get a quick test fit, see how it looks. If it looks Gucci for us, we'll pull it off, and then we can blast the fenders off and start prepping for some bed liner on the inside of them. So
There we go.
I do have to drill these out a little bit more because this is actually like a countersunk screw. but our
Dude, this
fitment
is
here looks really good.
Lush, man.
And then you look at our headlight gap too, that looks really good. So some minor things, but honestly, I think it fits really well.
It's looking good, man.
Yeah.
Get more run.
Hell yeah! Oh,
They made it
dude.
this morning.
Parts made it. That's awesome, dude. Here than they said. So Baja Kids pulled through. They said it was gonna get here at 10:30, 9:30.
early.
That
I like
usually
that
doesn't
for us.
happen.
See what we got.
Let's verify that they sent the right things, though. Uh-oh, moment of truth here.
Ooh, that looks like a bunch of misalignment spacers.
Yes. Are they the right ones, though?
Yep.
Yep. That's for the back, right?
They gave us more than we needed.
Cool. Thank you, guys. That's awesome. We can move forward now. All right, we got Austin here with the jokes. What do you got for us?
Today at the bank, a woman asked me to check her balance, so I pushed her over.
What else you got?
Oh, why did the painting go to jail? It was framed.
No. All right, guys, check it out. So this is the stock link right here that the Tundra comes with, and this is the Baja Kids aftermarket one. Just take a look at how much beefier it is, how much nicer it is.
No more play. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Chocolate croissant done at the microwave shop. Freaking love having these things. Yeah, I'm training for the Ironman. I gotta constantly feed the beast of my body.
Your feet in the snow.
Crap. Because when you're out in the run,
A chocolate finish, baby.
all right, guys. So originally he just had a spacer lift. This is a spacer. This is a coil. That was the setup. Now we're ditching that spacer because finally there's suspension for the new Tundra. When Clint just got his truck, he was like literally one of the first ones to get it. There were no upgrades for the truck. Now he's going with a much beefier coil that's going to be able to not only lift the vehicle, but also sustain all the weight.
As you can
Stoked that
see,
he's getting them.
they're a little bit longer, so we're gonna have to do a little trick to get them in.
Cool.
Go right in here. Just like that.
What a sick trick.
I'm gonna install some wheel spacers on the rear because with the front being about 3 inches wider, it's gonna look really weird and track differently. So we're gonna put these guys on there to help offset that.
That's crazy. Tires are going on. Dude, these tires look beefy. He went up to a 37 from a 35. Big difference. It's gonna completely change.
All right, now moving along, we have everything kind of prepped, ready to go. I have some just spray-in Raptor bed liner. We're probably gonna do about 3 coats and just kind of follow the instructions, kind of nasty stuff, but works really well for some protection. All right, guys, so we've been kind of playing around the idea of the fenders. We wanted to make it look as perfect as possible. And this is gonna be getting wrapped. Now, the issue is that some of these areas, like this would be in your door jamb. There's no way that they're gonna be able to wrap that with these on the vehicle. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take some really simple spray paint. We're gonna clean this and basically spray paint just black anywhere that might be kind of exposed. That way it blends, so yeah.
All right, fellas, we're ready to start putting her back together. And Clint has opted in for the new Alpha X headlights for the Tundra. These are really sweet, man.
They look amazing on the truck, so.
I can't wait to show you guys the sequence on these headlights. It's gonna be awesome.
Heck yeah. What's cool is the Alpha Rexes, if you look from this angle right here, you can see there's actually a ride height adjustment or a headlight angle adjustment. So if you have a load or something like that, go ahead and go the opposite direction. You can see these little lenses, the projector lenses moving up and down. So cool that it retains the factory equipment to do that.
All right, Billy's done installing the rear suspension. Now it's time for him to move up to the front. We're gonna be installing the Baja Kids long travel kit. We got the lowers, Billy has the uppers. You ready, Billy?
Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's take this apart.
Like they weigh nothing. That's what you want.
Strong.
Aluminiums.
All right, so I'm gonna take this front skid plate off. I'm gonna drain the diff, pull the CVs, and then I'm probably gonna start with the lower arm, take the coilover out, and then tackle the upper. The uppers on these are a little tricky. If you look up in here, where this bolt comes through, there's a ECU in the way. So we have to pull the battery terminals off, de-energize the system, and pull the ECU out just to change this upper. So we're gonna do that part last, because all of the weight of this is hanging on this right now, once this arm's off. And then we'll have the whole, whole front will be done. That sounds like a lot of
work. Good luck, Billy.
So with the larger tire size, all of this is gonna be in the way. I don't know how much until we have everything assembled, but I already can see on 35s, we're rubbing this frame horn right here. So this is a piece that unbolts. We're just gonna unbolt this. This piece we're gonna cut off the frame and smooth it all out. We shouldn't have to weld anything over that. This part would have to be cut off just like any of the other generations and do a body mount chop and weld a plate onto this corner. But we won't know that until this whole suspension is put back together. We're gonna take care of this right now. All right, so we're gonna put these uppers together. You can see a little bit of assembly is required on here. Take the rod ends, put a little anti-seize on here. And there is a measurement online for how far out they want you to set this up, but we just wanted to give you a little demonstration on how these all go together. And then the last part is gonna be these pinch bolts. Oop. Little blue Loctite on there, and then we'll double check the measurement and throw them in the car.
All right, Billy, parts are in. You ready to install these coilovers?
Yep.
And get the whole long travel assembled?
Yeah, we're gonna go piece by piece here. Throw the coilovers in, get the lowers all together, toss some axles in there, do the uppers, change the brake line, fill the diff, bleed the brakes. We're done.
Let's do it, man. We're getting close.
Home stretch.
All right, what do we have here, Billy?
All right, so we got our new axles back from CVJ. You can see they're much longer in comparison to what was in there. The kit comes with these longer shafts and they have to be pulled apart and rebuilt.
That's
and
sweet,
with the longer arms, it pushes everything out further, so you need to have extended axle shafts, and you can see the many length differences here, but one side is longer than the other.
37-inch tires going on in the front, 0 offset with the long travel kit. Once the truck comes down, we're really gonna be able to see how much they're sticking out and how good this stance looks. Oh man, that looks so awesome. All right, Austin, you guys are done with the front. Now it's time for the back. How much of the back are we gonna have to tear apart in order to get these bed sides installed?
Everything.
Everything's gotta come off?
Everything's gotta come off. So we've gotta remove the rear bumper, the tailgate, the tail lights, the topper, the drawers. We're actually gonna take the entire bed off of the truck.
Let's do it.
So we've got a lot of work ahead of us. First step, we're gonna go ahead and take the topper off.
Cool, let's go for it.
Let's do it. The body kit originally is designed to kind of come and be at an angle like here.
Yeah.
And it looks really weird with the bumper. You end up with like a gap like that.
Yeah, I saw that on yours.
So what we do is we're gonna take this panel and we'll end up cutting this panel like say in this area, and then I attach it to the fiberglass. So it gives us just a little bit of a filler panel.
Cool.
And that's just kind of one of the issues you have to deal with when you're having an aftermarket bumper with aftermarket fenders.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're mixing companies with companies. So,
But it works. I mean,
but
I
it'll
saw it
work.
on yours and
yeah.
friggin' everything flows. The lines go really well.
Yeah, it'll look really, really good. It just a little more time. Cool.
They got me working.
Got you twerking. So this is like the gas door assembly, and we basically have to cut it out of the bedside here.
Snap.
And this actually will pop in like that, and this is retained with one Phillips screwdriver, one Phillips screw. Precision's key.
You want to know how you know if someone's really using their truck? You actually find mud in their bumper. Clint Dempsey's definitely not a mall crawler. Dude, that's a perfect fit. That is insane.
Yahtzee.
That is insane.
So yeah, this should sit, I guess I could probably clip it. So we just have to drill out that square for the Phillips there. I like to use all factory clips and reuse all that stuff so it looks OEM. And then, yeah, it should sit nice and flush like that
Dude,
for
look
him.
at those lines, fellas. Beautiful job. Yeah.
At this bedside, kind of just roughly put it a line here so that you can put a little bit more structure underneath the glass. So now it kind of gives us some structure here. So I think that's really cool.
Dude, that is such a cool trick. Wish I knew that when I did my second gen. Goddamn, Austin, you're a talented fella. Look at this, fellas. I just want to show you how amazing Austin's work is and how clean all these lines are. Once that bumper comes on, you guys are gonna see how nice it looks. This is part of the old bumper with the fiberglass. Now we gotta match it to the rear bumper. It's gonna look awesome. All right, guys, moment of truth here. We're about to put the bed, top of the truck, and see if it all fits, or how awesome it fits.
Yeah, yeah.
There we go.
That was it.
And just like that.
Everyone got their finger?
Yeah, got my fingers. Look at how wide it looks, guys.
Yeah, these sides come out good. Brake.
That was great, right?
All right, guys, True Automotive absolutely killed it. They got the truck ready. Right now it's gonna go to the wrap shop. It's gonna get color matched. The fenders are gonna look just like the wrap that you guys saw before. And then it'll come back here, it'll get the cap installed, and then it'll be ready for Clint. All right, guys, check it out. The truck is back from the wrap shop. Got the bed sides and fenders completely color matched. Look at how awesome it's looking. It's all coming together really nice. Now it's time for us to add the cap. She ready, Tony?
She's ready.
Man, this might be something lethal. Like a beast that can't be tamed. This the kind of rage you can't contain. Man, this might be something lethal. Something lethal. Yeah, this might be something lethal. Feel it coming. The pressure start thumping, ain't no running, ain't no
Hey, what's up? This is Clint Dempsey. I finally got my 2022 Tundra build complete. I just want to give a shout out to Toyota Force. It looks awesome. I can't wait to go off-roading with it. Take care. Peace.
It's looking like a feast, guaranteed to flame the streets as the jungle lies.
If you want to get your Toyota completely outfitted, send us an email, support@yotaforce.com. You'll be able to sit down with one of our experts. We'll be able to get you dialed just like we did with Clint's Tundra. We'll be able to coordinate shipping, whether you want to do it locally or whether you want to ship your truck across the state. We can make it happen. If you guys enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button. If you haven't already done so, make sure to subscribe. And fellas, I'll see you on the next one.
It'll hit you out of nowhere like a thief in the night. Ain't no way you can hide.